I feel you are like nervous. Are you nervous?
No, sir.
What do you do to manage your nervousness?
I try to remember certain quotations, sir.
Okay, can you quote one?
Yes, sir. Mahatma Gandhi said that you are nothing but the product of your thoughts. What you think you become.
Okay. So there is a division of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh 2014. Whether the division, are you recommend it, or you are happy with the division, or there are some lacunae with respect to division of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana?
Yes, sir. I am happy with the division, sir, because it has been the long agitation of the people of Telangana since 1960s that they have been demanding for the state of Telangana, and it has divided based on 3 criteria, that is water distribution, employment, and funds allocation. And since then government of Telangana has shown development, sir.
Okay. Your father is a police head constable.
Yes, sir.
What is the hierarchy of police?
Yes, sir. First it starts from...
Tell me from bottom to top.
Okay, sir. I will do it. First it comes from police constable, police head constable, then additional sub-inspector of police, then sub-inspector of police, circle inspector, then divisional superintendent of police, then superintendent of police, then IG, DIG, DGP, sir.
DIG, IG or IG, DIG?
DIG, IG, then DGP, sir.
DGP, okay. There is something called as constabulary system, which is continuing from British times. Are you aware of this constabulary system? Your father is a constable.
Can I make an educated guess, sir?
Okay, but there is nothing called as guess, but still you can do.
Okay, sir. Constables, they mainly deal with law and order duty and sentry duty, sir, which is like a watchman duty at the police stations. And they also do the duty for VIP security, sir.
Okay. I believe your father became, at the time of retirement, he is a police head constable. That means his recruitment happened like a home guard?
No, sir. He is a police constable. But there has been a case, sir, which was done by AR police, okay, because they are not being recommended and the judgment has delayed, and 2 years ago he became head constable, sir. Before
retirement?
Yes, sir.
What is this home guard system? There is a lot of criticism on home guard system. Are you aware of this?
Sir, I have few personal observations that I made, sir. Home guards are recruited just to help officers, police officers, okay, so that the officers could devote their entire time for their duty purposes. Home guards help in housekeeping services, etc., sir. But there has been criticism that officers are exploiting these home guards by not defining proper working conditions.
Okay.
And all.
Is it not British legacy continuing?
It seems like that, sir, because every job needs some dignity, some working hours.
It is there today, home guard system?
Yes, sir, it is there, sir.
Then why the government is unable to control that system, or why home guards are still recruited? Why they are, as you told, there is no demarcation of functions? It is correct. Then how we can stop it? If you become IPS, you are going to hire home guards?
Yes, sir, I will hire home guards, but I will use them only for certain purposes, sir. Okay. And proper law need to be made, sir, by the state governments to control this. To
any recommendation?
Guidelines need to be framed on their working hours, working conditions, okay, and what works they can perform.
Can we demarcate that home guard should not do housekeeping works, only professional works they have to do? Whether we can demarcate it?
Yes, sir. We need to demarcate it, sir. They need to be used more for official purposes, sir.
Okay.
Like maintaining certain records, or noting down the timings of what the officer has to do, what he needs to do, or they could be used for some security purposes. Yes.
So you studied from Chaitanya Degree College. There is a popular person called as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yes, sir.
Please tell me about him.
He is a Bhakti saint. He's mostly famous in Assam, sir, and surrounding northeastern areas. And he is a devotee of Lord Krishna, sir. And there is a famous movement called ISKCON movement, which is promoted by him, sir. and it is very famous in UP and surrounding districts also, sir.
Okay. So you studied from Usmania University. Who is this Usmania?
He is a Nizam of Hyderabad, sir, Mir Usman Ali Khan. He established this university.
Mir Usman, Usmania.
Mir Usman.
On the name of Usman, Usmania.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You are asking me or you are
Yes,
answering?
sir. Yes.
Okay.
It is on the name of him, sir.
Okay. There is, as your hobby is cooking, why Usmania biscuit is so much famous?
Mir Usman Ali Khan has asked his cooks to make a dish which tastes both sweet and salty at the same time. Then this biscuit has been discovered.
Can we name it as Telangana cuisine?
Yes, sir, we can name it because Hyderabad and Telangana is famous for Usmania biscuits, sir.
Can you tell me the recipe?
Recipe of Usmania?
Yes.
No idea, sir.
You cooking Telangana cuisine, it's a Telangana
Yes,
cuisine,
sir.
yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you did your integrated rural development and management from Banaras Hindu University. What are the subjects present in that discipline?
Yes, sir. Rural economy, rural polity, rural society, rural technology, and rural agriculture,
Okay.
rural health also, sir.
How we can use technology, how we can leverage technology for the development of rural areas? Any case study you have?
Yes, sir. There are a few examples which I could quote, sir. For example, in Jharkhand, there is Asur language which is becoming endangered, and the local Sarpanch has used community radio to promote that language. And in Chhattisgarh, when I have done internship in Swachh Bharat Mission, I saw a district collector, MRO and others are using geotagging, sir, to tag the assets that were being created through PM Awas Yojana. And even in Gangapur village of Telangana, what are all the developments that are being digitized, sir.
Okay.
So in this way,
Very
technology could be used, sir.
There is something called as Integrated Rural Development Authority, IRDA, Integrated Tribal Development Authority. Are you aware of this both?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me the difference between both?
Integrated Rural Development Authority mainly deals with the village and village level development, but Integrated Tribal Development Authorities are under a tribal subplan where certain tribal dominated villages are being constituted into a block and they are being developed with policies which are necessary for their own needs.
Okay. So you come from a Yanadi tribal community. Yanadi community are dispersed across different states. So can I treat Yanadis are indigenous of Telangana or Yanadis are indigenous of any other state?
Sir, as per my knowledge, Yanadis are mostly present in Andhra Pradesh, sir. That too in Chittoor, Prakasham and Nellore districts of Andhra Pradesh. And few of them are migrated to Telangana and few areas of Chhattisgarh, etc., sir.
So first of all, I want to tell you that the most of the ST people who come for the interview board will be from Naik community or Banjara community or from Meena community. So Yanadi tribal community, that means the reservation fruits are reaching the other communities also like Gond, Chenchus, Bills, Baigas. What do you say on this?
Sir, in this I want to take a stand, sir. Yanadi community is a PVTG community and there are other communities which are PVTGs. Still developmental benefits are lacking in them, sir. So the major pie of ST reservation is being taken by only few communities, sir. So as the government is thinking on the lines of making SC subcategorization or Rohini Commission which has mentioned about OBC subcategorization, even ST subcategorization can be done, but it should be substantiated with a quantifiable data, sir, and statistical data.
Okay, you were talking about PVTGs. Who are these criminal tribes?
Yes, sir. Criminal tribes are those tribes which are perceived by Britishers that criminality is a genetic trait and few tribes are accustomed to it and they need to be treated differently and they need to be controlled by the Britishers. Then they introduced Criminal Tribes Act, sir. Later it became denotified Nomadic and Semi-Nomadic Tribes Act, sir.
Okay. Today also such discrimination is present?
Yes, sir. few research scholars, they say that few of these denotified castes are being left out. They are not either categorized as SCs or STs or OBCs. So even their conditions are improper, sir. So, and the government has formed a committee to take these people or classify these people under either SC or ST, sir.
So you are from Govindapuram. Is it a religious village? The name itself gives a notion that is it a religious village?
No, sir, it's not a religious village.
Why the name called as Govindapuram? Any temple is there or why?
No, sir. It is said that the people, when they chose that area, they are coming from a religious pilgrimage from a certain temple, and they were chanting Govinda, Govinda, and they found a vacant place where they got settled.
Okay.
And I can't say it's a village, a religious village, because 2 years ago a temple has been constructed there, sir.
Okay. So up to now there was Ayodhya issue. From last 2 days we are coming across Gyanavapi issue.
Yes, sir.
So how you look into it? So whether there is an end or there is such issues more going to come up?
Yes, sir. There are likely chances that such issues could arise, because in India we have seen various kings constructing temples or not temples, certain religious structures by demolishing the existing religious structures. So such issues are likely to be arised in future too, sir.
There is an act called as Worship Places Act. Are you aware of this?
Yes, sir. Places of Worship Act 1991, sir. The act says that whatever is the status quo of a religious structure on the eve of independence, and it should be remained as it is, sir, and it shouldn't be disturbed.
Please repeat.
Places of Worship Act 1991 says whatever is the status of a certain religious, architecture or a religious structure, and the status quo should be prevailed.
Okay.
Status quo should be prevailed.
Any timeline?
On the eve of independence.
On the eve of independence. So you are a gold medalist in MA in Integrated Rural Development and Management.
Yes, sir.
Good thing it is. So management here. Management means what is management here?
Management in terms of rural areas is to administer the resources that they have, whether it can be land or water, etc., for the optimal development of people of rural areas, so that we could provide basic services to them.
Recently a report told, a recent Finance Commission also recommended the same, that agriculture income should be taxed. Are you aware of this?
Yes, sir.
What is your recommendation as you are from Integrated Rural Development Management?
Yes, sir. Agriculture has been a backbone of Indian economy, and there are significant amount of population that are dependent on it. But most of them are small and marginal farmers, sir. So if agriculture need to be taxed, there need to be a certain proportion where if the production includes a certain, if the production crosses a certain criteria or certain limits in terms of quintals or tons, then it can be taxed. Otherwise, small and marginal farmers would be more impacted, sir.
Okay. So you are from a police family. I tell that police are overburdened with duties. Mainly they don't give time for family. What do you say? Whether your father gave?
Yes, sir. He gave, sir. He tried his best to give, sir. But police are really overburdened because there is low police to population ratio in India. So due to the crunch of policemen, and due to the multiplicity of duties, they are facing various stress and medical issues too, sir.
Tell me the varieties of Telangana cuisine which you cook.
I can make sarvapindi, sakinalu, Hyderabadi biryani, and normal dishes which we make at home.
What is special? Anything new? Which is a variety, which is exclusive, like an aesthetic to Telangana with respect to food?
Hyderabad biryani, sir.
Other than
Hyderabad.
Then what is the difference between Hyderabadi biryani and Lucknowi biryani is also same famous? Is there any difference between both of them?
There is a difference, sir. Hyderabadi biryani, we make it using dum, and all the spices and meat which we take are marinated in yogurt, sir.
Okay.
And first we cook that meat, and above that we add rice and we let it cook for another 20 to 30 minutes, sir. But in case of Lucknowi biryani, that meat is cooked separately and rice is cooked separately. Later the stew of that meat is added to the rice and then both are mixed in a saucepan, so it's different. And Hyderabadi biryani is different because it is more spicier than Lucknowi biryani.
These days lot of fast food is being consumed.
Yes, sir.
There is a time, now it's a time to regulate this fast food. What do you say?
Yes, sir, it is time because India is facing the double malnutrition. There are instances of rising childhood obesity and also adult obesity. The government is also trying to regulate this by bringing Eat Right movement, and FSSI is saying that we need to reduce the amount of sugar, oil and salt intake. So it is the time that we need to move towards a healthy, nutritious diet, sir.
What is this glycemic index for food? Are you aware of this? Glycemic index of a food. It's a popular term mainly with respect to food consumption.
I heard it, but I'm unable to define what it is.
Okay.
But high glycemic index is bad
Okay.
for humans. That's what I could.
And overuse of masala or overuse of oil, mainly the oil, the edible oil. So if we go with olive oil, it's very costly. We cannot go with olive oil, or we go with palm oil, which is so adulterated. So there is a need for regulation.
There's a need for regulation.
Yes, okay.
And it is said that we South Indians are more accustomed, more suitable to use coconut oil, sir. And in North India, mustard oil is more preferred, which is suitable based on our environmental conditions. But whatever the oil we take, we need to use only small amount of that oil, sir.
Okay. From last 1 week, there is a very big thing happening in your Telangana. That is the present government, the new successful government, they are planning to shift High Court to a new place. So nearly they allocated 100 hectares of land for that new High Court. But the people are rejecting it. The people are not accepting it. Mainly students are not accepting it. Are you aware of this? Or where they want to shift this High Court? From the heritage building. I think now it is an heritage building.
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of this?
No, sir, I am not aware.
Okay. There is a very big issue happening with respect to shifting of High Court.
I'll read about it, sir.
Okay. What are these continental dishes then? There is continental dishes, right? What are these continental dishes?
Continental dishes are mainly exotic dishes that we take from other nations, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. For example, Manchurian which we eat, or Chinese noodles, Korean noodles, or Mexican burger. Yes, sir.
Is it really we are very habituated to this burger, pizza? It's only a definition for modernism, globalization, or really we are very interested in this burger, pizza, etc. What do you say? How you see it?
Yes, sir. Definitely, it's a change in lifestyle due to India moving towards more urbanization and westernization. But even the campaigns which McDonald's make, the advertisements or the social media campaigns, etc., are attracting the youth mainly towards it, sir.
So now is it a time to emphasize on millets?
Yes, sir, it is.
Why? Why only millets?
Because millets provide food security, nutritional security, and they reduce the obesity. They have a low glycemic index, and they are good for the soil too, sir. They could be taken as the climate sensitive agricultural practices, and it is the need of the hour as we are facing global food inflation.
Okay, our people are ready.
Yes, sir. Few sections of people are ready because India is being seen the incidence of more non-communicable diseases, and the doctors are emphasizing people to go for millets. But younger generations are not that ready, and the government should promote awareness, sir.
So whether you can use your skill of making food in millets and by creating a new variety, like modernizing millet food, modernizing millet dishes. Is it possible? Like chocolate dosha is there.
Yes, sir. It is possible, sir. We are making ragi dosa.
Okay.
Jowar biscuits or cornflakes using these millets.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
So your fifth preference is Indian Foreign Service. Why so? Generally, people will keep
Yes,
it second or third, no? That is
Yes,
the
sir.
reason I am
Yes,
asking.
sir. As I did MA in Integrated Rural Development and Management, I went to various villages, sir, and I developed an interest in working in rural India. So I want to work in a service where there is regular contact with the people, sir. So I preferred other services compared to IFS.
So, from foreign service, I will ask you one question. Can you tell me the difference between, as it is highlighted, difference between diplomat, consular, and ambassador?
No, sir, I couldn't differentiate.
Okay. Please once go through it.
Yes, sir.
See, you are from Khammam.
Yes, sir.
The first phase of Telangana agitation started from Khammam, Kottagudam, from your district. So, whether that first phase of Telangana agitation was a successful or a failure? Can you tell me brief history of Telangana agitation?
Yes, sir. In 1969, there is a Kottagudam power plant. There is a demand from the locals that more locals should be taken into it. But when they saw the actual data, more Andhras were being recruited into that. Then they started a agitation from Kottagudam. Then it went to Hyderabad and certain areas. So, Khammam is the beginning of that movement, sir.
Okay. Is it really the KCR is responsible for formation of Telangana?
No, sir. His significant contributions are there, but there are many people who agitated for Telangana since 1960s, sir. There are many leaders, many professors involved, many employees, many students and youth involved in it, sir.
What might be the reason for his failure in your recent elections?
Yes, sir. The few of his policies, despite being many successful, he failed in few factors, sir. For example, his policy on Dharani portal, it couldn't solve the land alienation issue, and and the rural people has seen that urban areas and only certain pockets of Telangana like Hyderabad or Sirsila, these areas are more developed compared to few interior areas, sir.
Okay. There is something called as Pranahita Chevala lift irrigation project. Are you aware of this?
Yes, sir. Kaleshwaram project. Or
Pranahita Chevala lift irrigation project. Pranahita Chevala lift irrigation project is different. It is located somewhere, Kaleshwaram is located somewhere. Irrigation projects, which is very, very famous.
Yes.
Before Kaleshwaram, Pranahita Chevala was very much in news.
I'll read about
Okay. What is the difference between Kaleshwaram and Polavaram dams? Polavaram Dam is a national project in Andhra Pradesh. Kaleshwaram is a very big project in Telangana. What are the commonalities? What are the differences?
The major difference is Kaleshwaram is a lift irrigation project where the water is being lifted using certain turbines and then the water is stored for electricity and for irrigational purposes. Polavaram project is mainly it's a dam, sir, that is built on the Krishna river so that the water could be
Kaleshwaram, Polavaram on Krishna river or on Godavari?
Sir, Godavari. Yes. It is mainly to contain the flow of water so that it could be used for agriculture, irrigation, other purposes, or power generation purposes. So this is a lift irrigation project, that is dam construction.
Okay. Any issue with respect to tribal displacement issues in both of them?
Sir, I am aware of Polavaram displacement, sir. It displaced tribal communities like Chenchus, Yerukulas, etc., sir. But they have been provided resettlement packages, rehabilitation packages. But there is an issue of land-to-land compensation which is not done, sir.
Okay. So your optional is anthropology. Can you tell me what are the new advancements in anthropology?
Yes, sir. There is increased emphasis on paleogenomics, and there are new areas that is being opened like digital anthropology, ethical anthropology, and anthropology, new genetic studies in anthropology, and the use of nutritional anthropology to solve the problems of nutrition by addressing cultural taboos, sir.
Okay. Yes. What is this paleogenomics?
Paleogenomics is studying the genomic sequences of hominins or primates that have already extinct, sir, which are already extinct.
One person got Nobel Prize studying on the same. Are you aware of him?
Yes, sir. Svante Pabo.
What he worked? What he studied?
He extracted the DNA of Neanderthal from the hair strand, and then he proved that modern humans have nearly 2 to 4% of Neanderthal genes, sir.
Okay. There is an act called as DNA Use and Application Regulation Bill 2018. DNA Use and Regulation Application Bill 2018. Are you aware of this bill?
Yes, sir. I heard about it, sir.
What are the provisions of it?
I couldn't remember.
Okay. There is something called as culture ecology,
Yes, sir.
which can be compared to your anthropology nature man spirit complex. How both are similar?
Yes, sir. Culture ecology says that culture ecology, which is proposed by Julian Stewart, it says that the development of a culture in ice area is different, forest area is different from a desert area, because the people develop in tandem to the ecology. This is culture ecology, sir. Nature man spirit complex, it is given by LP Vidyarthi, who is an Indian anthropologist. He said whatever the developmental projects or measures that we recommend to the tribals, it should be in tandem to their nature, which provides them sustainable livelihood, and it should be in tandem with spirit. Spirit here represents their religious beliefs, sir. And if this complex is disturbed, the tribals were not ready to take those developmental measures.
Okay. What made you to choose anthropology? Several optionals are there. Why only anthropology?
Yes, sir. When I have decided to prepare for civil services, I went through various subjects, sir. Then by seeing the syllabus of anthropology, I understood that anthropology is about the celebration of human diversity, whether it can be biological, physical. It also gives answers to various contemporary problems that we have. And then I have read a book which was written by Yuval Noah Harari. It is Sapiens, a brief history of mankind. Then I developed interest into it, sir.
Okay. So how anthropology will be helpful in administration? Anyhow, integrated rural development and management will be helpful, obviously.
Yes, sir.
Then how this anthropology will be helpful?
Anthropology has diverse arenas which could be helpful in administration. Anthropology is based on holistic study, and it is based on cultural relativism, so it helps an administrator to solve the problems, to understand the problems from native perspectives. And by using other sub branches of anthropology like nutritional anthropology, an administrator can understand what cultural taboos are preventing them. And he could also recommend forest based diets to certain tribals, sir. And if there is an incidence of genetic diseases in certain district, he could create awareness, because an anthropology student could understand what are the negative effects of it. And he can also encourage sports in his district, because there's a branch in anthropology called ergonomics, which says that the certain qualities or certain anthropometric measurements that are used for certain tribes. And anthropology has always helped for development, sir. For example, when on the eve of independence, there are many tribal and village studies that are done by various anthropologists like M.N. Srinivas, L.P. Vidyarthi, and these were helpful in government to make schemes on rural development, on tribal development, sir.
Okay.
And the present day anthropologists are studying the impact of these schemes.
Okay. So you are from Banaras Hindu University.
Yes, sir.
So in this such universities, Banaras Hindu University, it's a central university?
Yes, sir, it is central.
Whether they teach Hinduism or whether they teach subject?
They teach subjects, sir.
So what would be when we compare Jamia Millia Islamia University or Banaras Hindu University, what would be the similarities which you can identify?
Yes, sir. In both the universities, we could see them teaching diverse disciplines. Banaras Hindu University, though the name called Hindu is associated with it, it has Center for Persian Studies, it has Center for Islamic Studies. Even in Jamia Millia Islamic University, diverse subjects are being taught, sir.
Okay.
So the name might be associated with the founders who formed it, but there are secular aspects, sir.
Okay. So you are from geography and public administration in your graduation. There is something called as Rick's philosophy in public administration. Rick's. Are you aware of him? Prismatic society. He talks about prismatic society.
No, sir.
Okay. There Elton Mayo.
Yes, sir. Mayo's 14 principles, I am aware, sir.
Yes. What are her contributions mainly?
Mayo says in any organization there should be division of labor, and there should be a unity of command in an organization, so that one worker will associate with only one boss, and there should be a spirit of esprit de corps, that is a teamwork, and there should be a sense of transparency in an organization, and there should be a sense of responsibility in an organization. This is what Mayo said.
Okay. And you also did your geography. What is the difference between El Nino and La Nino? El Nino and La Nina.
Yes, sir. El Nino and La Nina both are natural phenomenon. El Nino is complete opposite to La Nina. El Nino occurs when there are abnormal rise in surface temperatures of central and eastern Pacific Ocean, which leads to lower rainfall in countries like India and Australia, but higher rainfall in areas like Peru. During La Nina, the reverse happens. There will be cooling of central and eastern Pacific Oceanic waters, which leads to more than average rainfall in areas like India and Australia, but less rainfall in areas like Peru, sir.
Okay. So final question, ALEKYA.
Yes, sir.
You are a district collector. Government had gave you a target. That is, 3 targets are there. You should do it in a synchronized format. Number 1. Enrollment into the government schools should increase. Number 2, midday meals program should run successfully with quality food. Number 3, the main thing is quality of education should not be compromised by the teachers. So what reforms you will bring such that these 3 will be guaranteed in your district?
Yes, sir. Regarding enrollment ratio, I will conduct information education campaigns using Gram Sabha. And to solve the problem of midday meals, I would use the associated funds to procure cereals and all, and I encourage school teachers and school students to grow their own school garden, so that they could eat easily cooked nutritious meals. And regarding quality of education, I would bring programs like teacher training and also digital education, sir.
Okay. This is theoretically. Generally what happened, if a midday meal scheme is there, the food will be somewhere, it will be manipulated by Anganwadi workers, or teachers will be eating in the school itself, so that the major part of the quality food will be eaten by the teachers. Or else when the students will come, they will not listen to the class, they will only come. So some such type of practical problems are there. No? So how you will address the practical problems?
These could be done with the help of technology, and as well as deterrence action on wrongdoers. I would like to install CCTV cameras and also do regular inspections to punish the wrongdoers. And also I would encourage teachers to be more ethical, to treat the children as their own children. So
mainly by conducting social audit.
Yes, sir.
People,
yes,
inviting the people to eat on monthly basis, so that their only students, their only children will be eating there.
Yes.
And last question, there is something called as AAA, that is ASHA workers, Anganwadi workers, auxiliary nurse midwifery. In these 3 A's, there is no proper coordination at village level.
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of this?
Yes, sir. Anganwadi workers, they are under ICDS project. They mainly help lactating mother and children who are less than 6 years. So they provide education as well as nutritious meal, nutritious food to them. When it comes to auxiliary midwives, they do take statistics of various health issues, and they distribute the medicines which are given by the government, sir. And when it comes to A&M, even they do similar kind of services, sir, but there is definitely a lack of coordination in effect.
Okay, so there is proper demarcation of functions once go through Anganwadi workers, auxiliary nurse midwifery, as well as ASHA workers, accredited social health activists. Yes. Very good, ALEKYA.